All right, guys. Hey. Bah, 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 bah. All right. So my A-main order finally came through FedEx. This order consisted of more than an A-main order. I got another order from In the Works RC for the BLS X900 servo, which was on sale for $50 off. It's $99. Couldn't pass that up. Uh, Also, I got some shock cups from them. They're little $15 Losi Mini T-springs for the trx4 Sport Stock GTS shocks. Got those coming on the way. They should be here on Monday. Today's Thursday. My order came like 6 days late, and it was super frustrating because it was in Portland the whole time, in Troutdale in Portland, which is like a half hour from my house, for like 6 days. So super frustrating. This whole time, I've been waiting to. You can see I broke down the mock-up I had of my axles and links, shocks and frame and transmission, skid, all that. Had all this mocked up. Even attached the wheels at one point just to kind of see how things were going to fit together. And couldn't wait to actually get uh, the hardware so I could bolt it up and actually bolt my links in to, I didn't have set screws. That's the one thing I would say. I really am falling in love with In the Works RC. Great people, great products. However, their TRX4 transmission skid and motor mount for the V3X4, basically, which puts the stock TRX Sport transmission in the gspeed V3 rails right here. I got it right here. This guy right here does not come with set screws. And that's common. That's common. The G Speed stuff doesn't come with, their skids come with set screws, but you have to buy a spacer separate, and it doesn't come with hardware. The body post mounts come with hardware, but that's about it. So that's to be expected. It'd be nice though, because the G Speed skids do come with set screws, I think. So anyway, uh, I I got my order, and I got some set screws. Here I got some Losi, Team Losi 20 millimeter by 3 millimeter set screws, or M3 20 millimeter set screws. Um, I got these 4 millimeter bullet connectors here from ProTech to go on my motor. They're going to go on the motor to connect up to the ESC right here. Uh, I got some heat shrink in case I need heat shrink for any of that, and also heat shrink because I got some Macklin XD connectors to go from my ESC to the battery. I like these connectors. I really am not a big fan of the Dean's plug. Um, I got my creep body. I got it masked up. I gotta kind of rinse it really quick with a little bit of soapy water because I'm gonna throw some paint on this thing ASAP because I really want to see what this truck's gonna end up looking like. Super happy with the body. It's a nice strong Lexan. It's stronger than I thought it was gonna be. First time I ever cut a body. First time I painted a body. Uh, and it came with more decals than I expected too, so that was cool. Um, I got my K&K hardware here. I got a monster bag of set screw or regular M3 screws, and I don't. These are the flatheads, I believe. I believe these are flatheads, and I got 3 millimeter by 6 millimeter, 3 by 8, 3 by 10, 3 by 12, 3 by 14, 3 by 16, 3 by 20, 3 by 25, and 3 by 30. 50 screws in each bag. I got like, I don't know how many washers here, but enough. I got washers, I got lock nuts, and then I got the spacer pack also, and got 3 by 2, 3 by 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9 mil spacers for shocks and whatnot. And I had to get a pair of Lexan scissors. I'm super glad that I did. If I would have tried to cut that with regular scissors, it would have really been a chore, and it probably would have been way more uglier. Actually, those scissors work pretty dang well for the price. They're only like $10, and they work pretty good. And they are curved. However, I was able to cut straight with these pretty well, and they work good on the corners. So, I was happy with that. I got my wheel offsets here. They're not as wide as I thought. I didn't realize that I take the other hub off and replace it with these. Uh, So I might actually end up going wider with these. However, they're really well made. I've been really happy with the quality of the SSD stuff. You know, they're metal products. The rims and these things that I've got are just machined really well. They're really strong. The metal thicknesses is really nice, and everything goes together pretty good. So I got these SSD bead locks. These are actually steel bead locks. Believe it or not, they're 4 pieces. And so this hub will unbolt out of there, and that hub will bolt in, and I'll start having a little bit of scale, some kind of scale stuff going on here. There'll be a brake rotor behind the wheel, and that'll be cool. I got my low-C springs here. This is just the front shock springs for the Mini T, and the front shocks are pretty soft all the way around, and so even the firm one this is almost like a medium or a soft itself. And so I'm going to go with the soft up front, and I probably go with the firm in the rear. But I don't have the shock caps yet. I wish I did, so I could completely kind of start to see what I'm going to need to do for links and drive shafts on this truck. This is cool. Another SSD parts, the overdrive for the front axle. I'm really glad I didn't have to pay the $40 for two, I mean, whatever this was. This is $25. I think that's a fair price. The $40 that Traxxas is charging for these two pieces is just like a little steep in my opinion. So I've watched my Hemi Storm videos, and shout out to Hemi Storm, and I've also watched my Scale Builders Guild videos, and I'm super worried about painting, man. I've never painted anything. The only thing I've painted are these frame rails with a $4 can of paint. And it was in a rush because it was starting to rain, and I was trying to just paint them real quick because I thought these parts were coming the next day, and they didn't. And it came out pretty good. I'm going to try to take a little bit more time with this. I already cut this body. The lines came out pretty good on it. And I could clean that up too. It's not perfect, but they're a lot cleaner. You can see it's not perfect, but they're a lot cleaner than I thought they would be, and I can make them a little bit better. It doesn't look like it, but there is actually a plastic film on this, which is cool. The window mask went on really easy. I got to say that much. They pretty much just went on really, really easy. It took about 10 seconds to put those on. And other than that, I got the PS Lexan. What color is this? Some kind of white, just white, plain white color. And then I got a backer that I'm going to try to do some stripes or something. I think on the hood of this body, there's these two panels that kind of stick out. I think I'm going to go silver on that and just leave it with the backer right here. Mask that off and then throw the white down, and then take it off and put the backer on so the silver shows through right there and maybe on the bed. As far as the side, I don't know if I'm going to do anything on the door panel. We'll see. But I am going to clean that up. I got this Spad Sticks backer. This is something I learned from SBG, who I'm pretty sure I learned it from Hemi Storm. So that's cool. Got some servo tape here. I don't even know if I really need this, but it's good to have when you're putting together a truck. And this part, I don't know if this is a part I don't know if I'm going to use. This is basically just an option part. I got the overdrive gears for the front that I know I want, but I believe the stock 32 pitch pinion gear in this that comes with this sport transmission is 17 tooth. And basically I want to be able to crawl, and I think I'm going to be able to do it with that stock gear and transmission and the portals. I think the gear is going to be fine with this 1850 kV brood motor. But if I really want to get some low end stuff going on, I can try this out and see if I still have enough punch and wheel speed to do what I need to do. So, the only other thing I haven't mentioned is this on the Team gspeed Facebook page. Someone recommended these to use on the gspeed body with the gspeed body posts. And so I got a set of these. I'm glad that I changed it because I was going to get some Red Cat ones, and I realized they were for the Everest. And the Everest has some pretty big posts on the side of it. And yeah, anyway, these look like they're going to fit in there at least. They're almost too big, but it looks like they're going to fit. So yeah. Oh, and probably the most important thing, some thread lock. And glad I got that. All right, so I got the body cut. I'm going to get a little soapy rag and wipe that down and let it dry. And start getting some mask work done. And I'm going to do another quick video after I get all this put together. Once I get these rails and everything put back together with this hardware, I'm going to do another video on what's going on and what I need to do from there. And then once I get the servo, I'll throw the servo into a real quick servo installation video. And then that'll be that until I get next month's order. And next month's order, I'm getting bumpers, the GT5 radio, the GT5 radio battery. I'm getting 2 cheap lipos, 3S lipos, and a cheap little Amazon battery charger just to be able to run the truck. I just want to be able to run the truck at that point and start tuning. And then from there, I'm going to get links and drive lines. And then I'm not going to stick with these wheels. I already went over that in another video. Basically, I'm going to get some $70 SSD bead locks. They have a more of a flat face. And I'm getting some cool skull bead lock rings. And from JEC Racing, when they have these cool, I haven't seen anybody running these, but they have like these plastic bead lock transparent films that go behind the beadlock rings, so your beadlock metal part has color behind it, which is kind of cool. I haven't seen anybody running that, so I'm going to try to run them. And I really like some of their beadlock rings. I also, for beadlock rings, I really like the Corona rings from IERC. That's probably my next choice in beadlock rings. And then what I really want to put on a truck is the 1.9 3-piece bead locks from Punk's Custom. He has a pistol motif. He's got the skull ones is the one I like the most. It's really badass. But anyway, I'm going to throw this truck together and get it painted and do another video, guys. All right, thanks. Bye.